And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. It's Barkley on the counter. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Manning going to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Manning. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Now it's Lockett. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Tempo. Hey, over here.
They run again with Carson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Gun. 19. Got it. Preload.
Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Wilson now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They run it with Carson. And he's got some space here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ed Dixon, 45 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, here's Manning. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Cut, 280. Check 50, check 50.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So after the INT, it's Manning. He will find his man on the outside. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a play fake. Manning eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Eli, not something you see a lot, sporting the wheels and picking up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Let's go.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Aldrick Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They keep it with Penny on first down, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third and long, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a handoff. This is Stewart. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. They find some open field here. There goes Jonathan Stewart. Giants. Jonathan Stewart, 39 yards. And the Giants are in for 6. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 10-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
14. Tempo. 14. Gotta go. 18. Push left.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Let's go. Zebra.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, Manning, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And out now come the Seahawks. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Let's go, 14. what you want. Take what you want.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this one is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Tempo. One word. Tight. 380. 18.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Escaping the pressure right. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. And Janikowski bangs it through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Lockett the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Here's Carson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Zebra team. Spot that.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
The Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Zebra. Tight. 380. Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Well.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. This is Carson, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
14.
Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Manning now on 1st down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham took him 71 yards. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Wilson on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Forced out to his left. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
This is Penny. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
19. 95.
On first down, Wilson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now it's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Check 50. Tempo. Right.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. On 1st down, Manning is going to float this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Pass incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Manning now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
Again, it's Barkley, and he's got room. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw it with Manning, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On 3rd down, Jonathan Stewart. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's caught by Penny. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Gun. Front left. Gotta go. 14.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, but whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Now here's Michael Dixon, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. This is fielded at the 27. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, A field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Giants on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14.
Zebra.
Now Manning. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. So quick on the spin.
Spinning, man.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. 1 possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure can the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. Tyler Lockett. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And New York set to take the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. To throw is Manning. Oh, he stays up. Now he steps away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Lockett the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down and attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The veteran Connor Barwin in on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
To throw is Wilson. And Dixon over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If you make someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Throwing is Wilson. Leaves it for Petty. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
14, run it. Gun. Tempo.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown. touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you. Tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.